Hello, good morning, happy Sunday, everybody, or maybe it's even Monday if you're in a different part of the world. I don't know, but let me share this out real quick. Hold on one moment. Let's see. Hold on, guys. All right. So good morning. Hey, Lorelei. Hey, Christy. Good morning. So I'm popping on real quick. Hey, Jamie, because I wanted to talk really quick. And this is something I'm going to start talking about for probably the next couple of months, which is as we're moving into the next almost August. Can you believe it? It's like the middle of July almost. It's going by so fast. And it's coming up to September, which is, good morning, everybody, which is my project Soulshine Bundle, which will be beginning in September with the Awakened Empath and then Lightworker Rising. Super, super excited for these programs because my mission is to help as many people as possible step into their Lightworker power and energy so that you can take it and you can do, good morning, Frank and Barbara, you can do whatever it is, hey, Kayla, whatever it is that you want to do with it, right? So this is about using it for your own personal kind of growth and to create a life that is in alignment with you and is authentic to you. So you're going out there and just being light, like you're going out there and you're just radiating that being of light working goodness that I feel like is so needed right now. Like right now, I feel the urgency to do this right now. This is why this is happening. And then if you want to turn it into something that's a purpose-driven career, awesome. Awesome. You could be an amazing, incredible healer. You might not know this right now. Or maybe you do at a gut level. You know that you're meant for more. You're meant for the light working path. Hey, Julie, you're meant for a light working path, or you're meant to do healer work, or you're meant to do readings, whether they're card readings, pendulum readings, tarot, angel cards, psychic mediumship, whatever it is. Ellison Davis, is that my daughter? Aren't you at work, aren't you at work, my daughter? Hey, Tali. So if you're meant to do this, right? If this is something, hey, Gloria, if you feel a calling, then awesome. Just listen to it. Or if you've kind of had these feelings since you were a kid and you never knew what to do with them, or you probably knew better what to do when you were a kid, then if you're like me as a teenager and as a young adult, you kind of lost it somewhere in the mind chatter and the chaos of life and partying it up or whatever it is, getting disconnected, not trusting it as much anymore. And now you want to come back. Like you're getting that urge to come back. Now is the time. Hey, Noel. So that's why I'm doing this. So people can tap into this part of themselves and nurture it and grow it. And so the first thing, people ask me a lot, how do you connect? Like how people are, want to believe that they have these abilities. I tell people, yes, I do readings. Yes, I do intuitive coaching. But my job is not to make you feel like you need me, I have the power, I have this knowing, I am part of this secret club, or I have this secret gift that is only for certain people, that there was a big chalkboard in the sky that said, these people are gifted, or these people can do this, and the rest of the world can't. No, my job is not, that is not the truth. The truth is we all have the exact same abilities, gifts, and powers, whatever you want to call them. It's only to the ability that you're willing to let it in and open up to it, receive it, and then use it. And some people can use it for things that aren't so great, right? People can use it for things that are harmful. Yes, there are things out there. I've talked about that before on another video about hauntings and possessions and all that, and how my feeling on that, which may differ from I'm like a rebel psychic, I'll admit it right now. I don't always agree with all of the stuff out there that you have to have all these elaborate rituals and exorcisms and shit like that. I think it's all here. So it's people can come and they can choose to use their abilities, or they can choose to block them out completely. And what happens when you kind of block them out completely? Your energy goes down. So you're going to start attracting things at a lower level for your whole life. So if someone's like, shit, I have the worst luck, everything always comes my way, turns to shit, or whatever bad can happen will happen to me, or they keep getting into, hey, Samantha, Erica, and Laura, keep getting into, hey, Tanya, bad relationships over and over again. I was there. I was there for like probably my entire 20s, okay? Like I spent, and probably into my 30s, I was 37 when I had like my first awakening to like, I need to go back to where I was. I need to go back home, in the sense that I don't mean to the other side. That's up to God when that happens. But I mean like, I need to get back home to my higher self. That was the first time. And so don't think it's too late, okay? If your life is a shit show and you're older, if you're like me in your 40s or whatever, 50s, I don't care. If you're in your 80s, it's never too late and it's never too early. So if you're young, if my daughter's on here, and if it's, you know, hey, good morning all. If, you know, it's never too early. You're so tapped in, turned on, and tuned in when you're younger because you don't have the bullshit in your head. You don't have the biases. You don't have the experiences. You don't have the limiting beliefs yet formed. Like when we're, you know, teenage, like late teens, 20s, some of those limiting beliefs are when they start to really like take a stranglehold sometimes, you know, that all the shit we heard growing up, and we start to believe it and we get disconnected. So what happens is when people say that, they keep attracting shit over and over again. It's because you're denying your own power, that you're giving your power to the outside. That's all you're doing. You're not possessed by evil spirits. You're not possessed by the CIA or any like, I mean, yes, for those of you who watch Stranger Things, I just started watching Stranger Things, and they mention things like powerful mind, you know, stuff, government mind technique. No. It's the vibration we're at. You know, it's the vibration that, to the degree that we believe how powerful we are. You don't believe in your own power. You're not tapping into it, and you're not opening yourself up to receive the light or the you know, power from it, messages from spirit, messages from the divine. You're closing off. And so it attracts like over and over and over again. It's like you know in your own life, it's I don't want to say it's proven. I'm sure there's no like scientific book about it, but can you see the consistency in your life and other people's lives? If you're vibrating at a lower level, you attract bullshit. So this is how I'm leading into connecting with spirit. I'm gonna do this bite-sized chunks, step by step, and it sounds really simplistic and like what? That's it. I'm not gonna give you a magic formula. I'm not gonna wave a magic wand and everybody is like, like the guy, like the people, like what are those like religious leaders, like those televangelists with the guy with the white coat, and he smacks people with his white coat and they're like, oh, and they all faint and they're all like saved and they're all cleared and they're all enlightened. Okay, no. We're not doing that here. I'm gonna go boop, like here it is, boop, here's your fist bump, and oh my gosh, we're enlightened. No, it's gonna be basic stuff, and nobody wants to hear the basic. They want it to be some big thing, like some big magical mystical thing, and it's actually not. The magical and mystical part exists around you all the time. The blessings and miracles are around you every second. That's the shit we don't understand. We watch movies and we read books and we're like, oh, we expect everything to be so magical, and it's not. Well, it is, but it's not in the sense of like the fairy godmother, bippity bobbity boo. It's like, it's around you every second. It's always there in the little things. In the little things, that's where the magic lies. And if you pay attention to the little things, it's like a compound effect, and it turns into big things. So you'll see big epic changes in your life, and you're like, shit, like my life is freaking amazing. Like pinch me and wake up, this is my life. Or I can manifest all this shit like that. Why does it seem like some people just manifest like that? Like all they have to do is think about it and it's theirs. Or they just happen to go anywhere they go, they have good luck. Right? They win the contest, they win the raffle, they do all the things, right? Did you ever see that? Or they go somewhere and somebody buys them a beer, like they go to a sporting game or someplace. It's like, and you're like, why does it always happen to that person? It's their vibration, it's their energy, they're tapped in, tuned in, turned on. Hashtag hair on fire. This is a movement, my friends, especially for my ladies. I'm on a mission to light up as many ladies as I can with the hair on fire movement. These goddesses who are like stuck in this place with like, I'm bored and like I'm doing all the things and my life looks good on the outside, but on the inside I'm ready to fucking go shithouse, right? Excuse my language, but that's just, you know, that's who I am. Yeah, I'm on camera, so you might not want to step out here naked. That's my 7-year-old. So, anyways, so where was I? And so, anyways, so shoot, I just completely lost it now. Can you believe this? I just totally lost that. Where was I? Someone remind me. My 7-year-old just about jumping into the camera after a shower now just completely made me lose train of thought. I know I was saying the magic is in the everyday moments and the compound effect, and you're creating this amazing life. Oh yeah, and people have like super good luck and they're vibrating at that high level. Hair on fire movement. Yes! I knew you wouldn't let me forget, Spirit, because it's so damn important. So who's just absolutely bored shitless on the inside, and they feel like they created this life that looks perf on the outside. On the inside, they're like, this sucks, man. This is so not me. I wish I was like painting on Fiji. Like I was already, I was like, I don't know, like whatever it is. That's the thing. That's the magic of getting in touch and alignment with who you really are and standing firm in that you believe in who you are, you're comfortable with that, you're confident in that, and you're making decisions from that space of being connected with spirit and higher self. Your higher self and spirit are like this. It's the same thing. It's not like somebody's telling you what to do. And why people call me a medium, when I say my job is to make you not need me anymore, and don't get me wrong, this is my business. This is how I make money. So yes, how I contribute to my family, and I contribute to the vibration of the planet, and how I am manifesting and contributing towards, being able to give money towards more and more money towards things that I want, like good things to do greater good. Like this is the mission. I want money in the hands of good-hearted people who are going to do things to raise the vibe of the planet and give money to the greater good. Imagine if we all, as light workers, had a fuck ton of money, the changes we could make in the world, because like it or not, whether you like money or not, and if you don't like money, that's probably why you're not attracting it, by the way, or if you think it's so wrong that the world runs on money, another reason why you're not attracting it. You need to take what is, accept what is, and live and work with it in the world. Imagine what you could do. Instead of hating it, imagine what you could do if you had a lot of money. What's the good that you could do? What are the charities you could give to? Who are the people that you could help support and lift up? Okay, but I digress, okay? So why I do this and I do this because I love coaching people. I love doing readings. It's so much fun. But they call me a medium. Why? Because I am the middle person between spirit and you. And you're one and the same. So all I'm doing is reflecting you back to you. I'm not the special gifted person that is just telling that only I can hear the calling, and it's like a dog whistle and you can't hear it. It's like, no, you can. Just for some reason right now, you have some things to unravel. You have some things to get through. You have some processing to do. You have some releasing to do. You have some learning to do. It is a skill. It is a muscle that you have to build. So you just have to be open and ready to receive, be ready to think differently, be ready to see the world differently, be ready to see yourself differently, and then be willing to trust what's going to happen next. Be willing to trust what's going to come to you. Be willing to just be open and receiving, and be willing to live in the light. Okay, so when I say connecting with spirit, step 1, that's what it is. You make the decision and set the intention to live in the light and to seek the light and to be the light. So that means when you first wake up, if you wake up and you're like, shit, man, this sucks. Oh my God, I got to do this and this and this today. And thinking of all the awful things. Oh, my bank account sucks. And I wish my life was like that person. Wherever your mind is, like that's the first step is to I'm going to give you the first 2 right now that are so easy. It's free. There's no excuse. There's no, you have the time and doesn't cost any money and you have the ability. There is no excuse not to do this. So you have to make the decision and set the attention. I am going to be a light worker. And that doesn't mean you have to do this for a career necessarily. It doesn't mean you have to do healing or you have to do readings or you can if you want. If you do, awesome, we need you. I'm here to support you and help you get started in your business. Yes, I'll show you how. But if you're not, I'll still show you how to just tap in, tune in, and turn on so that you are a light worker in the world just because you're being. Just because you're being. That's it. We're changing the world one human at a time, activating one light worker at a time. And imagine when you're watching like a little fire that starts like this big and it grows into a bigger fire, or you turn on one light like Christmas lights and all the lights light up, how your tree glows, right? Imagine if everybody lit up. Imagine what the world would be. So you have to make the decision, I am going to seek the light from now on. I'm not going to see what sucks in my life. Doesn't mean you're denying anything. We're not spiritually bypassing. So I'm saying it's okay to process the feelings that are negative. The emotions are negative are okay. They're real. We're human. We have to feel them. That's why we're here, to feel everything. We're not here to skip through the tulips all the time and be grounded like way up here, right? Because we would be like there would be other problems. But if you don't seek the light, you're not going to connect. Why? Because spirit vibrates up here. Spirit is high vibration, the highest vibration. So they're always here. They don't get pissed. They don't get resentful. They don't get bitter. They don't hold any judgment, or they don't hold any grudges. They're not frustrated. They don't hate. They're not here to haunt. They're not. They're always love. They're always love and joy up here at all times. And like attracts like. So if you're not going there, you can't hear them. So what's going to happen is, if you're pissed off every day, you're going to come down here, right? And you're going to pick up signals from here. Doesn't mean you're possessed. Doesn't mean you're taken over or you're haunted. It means your fear, insecurity, ego is driving your decisions and driving your day. So you're going to attract everything from that space, and you'll be aggravated all day long, or the majority of the day. And that's when little annoying things happen, right? You're in traffic. You spill your coffee all over yourself. Your kids are tantruming. They'll pick up on that too. You're here. So all of a sudden they'll be out of control. Like Mercury retrograde will be like 100 times worse. Your computer will blow up, or you'll fight with your partner. All the things, right? Or your ex will call you and haunt you. Haha. How many of you have had that happen already? I've heard people actually on Instagram say, my exes have all been calling me. Awesome. I'm like, something's coming. So that's where you are. So it's hard to hear the messages from up here. And they'll be patient. They love you endlessly, unconditionally. They'll wait there. They'll be like, okay, she'll get this. I know, because she rocks. We're just going to wait here. And they'll just, lovingly still guide you. They'll still send you the signs, but you might not see them, or you might not trust them. Now, this morning, I put a picture on my wall of a penny I saw on the ground, a really old penny. I went for a walk. I went one way, and I never noticed anything. And then when I came back, I saw it. And just before I saw it, I was thinking of a friend of mine who passed away last year. And I happened to notice that penny was probably there before, right? It looked like it had been there for a while. But how did I become aware of that right then? Like it was like almost like in sequence. Like I thought of him, I was thinking of something, I looked down, there it was. So it's like, hey, like he's like, so I trust that he was hearing me, saying to me, hey, I'm here, I hear you, what's up? And you trust these things and not be like, ooh, it's just a coincidence. Oh, the penny was already there. Or what if, trust what you're seeing and what you're hearing. That's just one example. Spirit talks quietly and softly and lovingly. And usually, you'll sense it on the right side of you. I think this is your right now, but to me, it's over here. You might see sometimes when I'm doing a reading, I might cock my head to one side. I'll teach you which senses are your strongest in my program, Lightworker Rising, which is coming in November. If you want to know more about this, message me or comment below, and I'll get back to you on this. This is a 4-month intensive. Lightworker Rising, it's a 4-month program to teach you which of your senses are your strong ones. Okay, we all have them, but some of them are dominant. Which ones are dominant? How do you tune into your spirit guides? How can you meet them? How can you know who they are? How can you protect and ground yourself properly? How can you open yourselves up to the other side? I have a Mediumship 1 and Mediumship 2 module in that program, Lightworker Rising. So we're going to go kind of intro to spirit, and then we're going to go a little further and we're going to practice, okay? And then it's like, what is your role as a light worker? So just so you know this, for those of you who are interested in doing all the shit, go to my business page, go to the top, pinned at the top, you'll see all the details on all 3 programs, the Awakened Empath, Lightworker Rising and Spiritual Boss Babe Show the Fuck Up. So you can take one of them, you can take two of them, you can take all three. The prices, the bundle prices, and all the descriptions of what you're going to do are there. So look at them and check it out. For those of you who want to be a lightworker or step it up, even if it's for yourself or you want to make it a business, either way, I'm here for you and I can support you. We're going to go through this beginning to end because it's so important. And this is the basic that you learn to set the intention that you're going to wake up and do this. And I don't mean like wake up in it like I'm special, I'm woke, and you're not. Like that stuff drives me nuts. Like it's just a spiritual awakening. And that's part of your journey, and it's good and it's right and it's perfect right where you are. So trust it. Trust you're right where you're supposed to be. And you're getting this message from me right now because you're being asked to expand and grow. Okay? In order to expand and grow, you need to learn. That means taking courses, doing programs, finding a mentor, or podcasts, books, YouTube. They're all over the place. You can do whatever you want. When I decided I wanted to grow my own skills, right? Because you have the ability already within that default, but you have to grow it. It's like a muscle. You go to the gym, you get a personal trainer, or you can work out by yourself. It's still gonna work. But for me, I know I need that support. Either in a group or one-on-one, and I know I wanted to move quickly, so that guidance helps me to kind of, somebody who's been there helps you to cut off some of the obstacles that pop up and help you to like guide you past the roadblocks, or can help you through the fears when the ego pops up. Because when you make a decision to be in the light, if you're used to being at a lower vibration, your ego is going to scream at you and be like, no, we want you to stay comfortable down here. Like your nervous system's going to freak. Like, I'm not used to this. But you just have to train it to be used to it. That's all. It's an illusion. It's fear illusion. But you want to honor, like I said earlier, you want to honor everything you feel. If you feel like, it doesn't mean bypass all that you're going through in your life or ignoring it or minimalizing it at all. No, not at all. What you feel is real. There's a difference between feeling your actual feelings, even the lower emotions like anger, frustration, fear. You got to feel them. You're human, and you have to let them go through you, or they get stuck. They get stuck in your throat chakra, and you're not speaking your truth. They get stuck in your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and you have problems with relationships. You have problems with money. You have problems stepping into your authenticity. You have problems in your sex life. Dudes, this is real. Like, this is real stuff. And you have to get unstuck and clear. So let your emotions, let your feelings pass through you. But when you choose to live there and extend it into an everyday and make that your glasses on how you see the world, then it becomes an issue. If it's stopping you from living a good life and being happy, it's an issue. That's how you know it's an issue. When you need to process and feel and let it go through you and honor how you feel. But then when it gets to a point where you ask yourself, am I not living my best life, or am I not capable of living a happy, fulfilled life because of this? Then you know it's a problem. Now it's gone on too long and your ego's driving. So that's when you say, I'm going to make a decision. Step one, I'm going to make a decision to step into the light, seek the light. What do I need to see differently? What do I need to think differently? And how do I need to show up differently? That's what you're going to ask Spirit. You're going to ask Spirit that every day, every damn day. Okay? And then the other thing you're going to do, I said I'd give two, is you're going to be grateful. You're going to get grateful. And I know, like, this is one we can take for granted completely, especially when we're going through shit. It's hard to see sometimes, like, the light through the trees, okay? But it's there, I promise you. There's motorcycles and sirens. Beach action has already started. All right, people. The lower vibration activity has already started on the beach. It's what, 10:30, 11 a.m.? Whoop, whoop. So, that you have to find the things that you're grateful for, the teeny weeny things. I always tell my clients in my groups, find 3 every day. And they have to be different. Can't be the same 3 every day. And you can have them, you can bring up the same ones later, but you know what I'm saying. Can't be like, I'm grateful for the sky, the sun, and the stars. And then the next day, I'm grateful for the sky, the sun, and the stars. You know what I mean? Like, change it up. Look around. Look for the blessings. Like I said, miracles exist within you all the time, every second, all around you. And I'm so getting into this right now because I just started reading A Course in Miracles. I was called to read it now. I don't know why, but I'm trusting my instinct and trusting the message because I've I read A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson years and years and years ago, and that's what kind of broke me open a little bit. And I listened to other people who talk about it all the time. I was like, oh, it sounds like a great book. Like, it sounds amazing. So many, great teachers are inspired by it. Awesome. Never felt called to read it, though. Never felt compelled. Now I feel compelled. And I read somewhere, or I heard someone say recently, that when you feel compelled to go to A Course in Miracles, that's when you have to listen. That's when you're ready to receive it. And I believe it now that I'm reading it. I still haven't gotten past page 1. I bawled my eyes out on page 1. And I have to read it over and over again, because it's kind of like the Bible. Like, you have to really soak it in. You have to kind of, there's so many, like, each line is a powerful message. So you have to read it over and over. I'm still on page 1, reading it for like the 3rd time to soak it in. But I was bawling the first time I read it. And, one of the things I got from it, the page 1, was that miracles are fucking everywhere. All the time around you, they exist. And we hear it. We've heard people say it. We know it on a logical level, but never really felt it. Like, really feeling it. How miraculous everything is. How miraculous the air right now is. How miraculous my voice is that I can talk right now is. Like, I really, I logically knew it and said it, but I needed to really fucking feel it. Like, oh, I need to be even more grateful. I need to even more feel how amazing spirit really is. Damn. So I got a little bit of my own little wake up that, like, okay, yeah, you get it. Like, you're saying the good things, but sometimes you need to go to the next damn level. And even if you've learned a lot, no matter where you are in your journey, we aren't gurus. We're always learning, and there's always more to be done. I have more to be done on my own mediumship journey. I'm helping people get started because I can help you get started in this. But I'm even going further. I do this for a living. I'm going to even keep growing and taking courses. I love it. As soon as I knew I wanted to level up, I got myself a coach. I joined groups. Always will I have a team around me. And you ask your guides to assemble your universal team. And, well, you have a universal team on the other side that's helping you always. Guides, angels, and whatever light beings you want to call them, but there's a team on earth, your earth angel team, assemble them. And I'm always doing that because I believe that we don't do this alone. We don't go on this journey alone. We can't. Like, one light couldn't light the world. Damn, right? Remember like the Olympic torch. They all light it. They all light the big ass fire. They take a piece of it and they all light it. Like, it has to burn brightly. It has to come from all different sources. That's the shiz. That's what I'm saying. So for those of you, and I want you to go out and do things and be the light, and do good things for yourself, for your family, your community, for the world at large, however big you want to take it. You could just be the light individually, and you can just radiate and inspire others to radiate, or just maybe crack them open a little bit, not by forcing our beliefs, not by forcing anything. You're not convincing anybody. I'm like condensing like 10 videos into one, aren't I? I tend to do that. I'm just going to talk about this one little thing, and then I go into like what could be probably 10 videos. But you're not here to like force or convince. It's just be. It's be. And then somehow it helps the vibration, and it's awesome. And that's it. That's what we're here for. So when I say like, I'm here to help you, to get you going, and then eventually at some point you won't need me, or you'll go to your next person on your team that comes at that time, because that's the thing. You have the ability. I'm just the medium to help you in spirit connect closer, or help you connect to yourself. That's it. So my project Soulshine Bundle is starting in September. Again, I'm going to say this real quick. If you want to get in on this, the early bird pricing ends July 31st. And then it's going to go up. So talk to me, message me, comment below, because if you are an empath, intuitive, highly sensitive, curious, spiritually curious, these are for you. This is from the beginning to being able to feel comfortable with your gifts and use them. And then if you want to go to a business, I have one of my programs teaches you how. So it goes from beginning to end. So that's what's going on. So if you want to know about it, like I said, message me. The book that I'm reading is A Course in Miracles. It's on Amazon. And yeah. So anyways, that's what I was saying. So come and join us, because this is all about activating you. Like, I'm going to light your hair on fire. So be ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? And next year coming up is the Goddess Code. I haven't started creating that yet, but I already know here, the downloads here. I just have to put it on paper. That's the shit too. That's for my ladies. So my ladies who want to go even further to turn themselves on, light themselves up, tune themselves in, boom. So first we're gonna step into the light. We're gonna learn how to be an empath. We're going to understand how we are gifted as empaths, not cursed, and how to ground, protect, and really like cut off the toxic relationships, heal the wounds, okay? Because we got to do that. And then we're going to step into Lightworker Rising, which is, okay, now we're going to really step into what are your powers? What are your special gifts? Which are your stronger gifts? How do you use them to do readings for yourself? How to do readings for others? How to connect with the other side? And then how to use tools like cards, what crystals are helpful for you, and then how to become a light worker, either for yourself or in business. This is going to be the shit. I am so fucking excited for this. You don't even know. Like, you guys don't even know. And also, too, I have in August coming out the Awakened Empath online show, which is me interviewing experts on how they went on their journey, right? They're already doing the work right now in the world. Some of them do it through nutrition and wellness. Some of them do it through parenting, conscious parenting. Some of them do it through Akashic records, through Reiki, through tapping, like all the psychic mediums, all the things. How they do it. Badass business women. I'm going to show you. Some of these women are badass, and I can't wait. So we're going to do that. So if you want to know about the online show or about my programs, go to jenrapinion.com, put your name and email in, and check your emails. I'll send you emails on it right away. Or go to my business page and look at the description of everything in the pinned post at the top of my page. But to get access to the show, you got to be on my list. Go to jenrapinion.com, put your name and email. Woo! Right on, baby. All right, their hair's on fire. You know their hair's on fire. So that's what we're gonna do. So tune in, because this is gonna be an epic 9/9/2019 we begin, and then Lightworker Rising begins 11/11. This is some divinely guided shit right now. We're going through this right into 2020, because if you're in America, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. 2020 is gonna be like, whoo, what side of the fence are you on? Okay, so that's all I'm saying. All right, I love you guys so much. I do. And it's time for you light workers to step in, step up, and step out. And we're gonna help you do that, releasing the naysayers, releasing, oh my gosh, but my family and my community is religious. How can I say this on Facebook? Oh, I'm gonna help you, honey. I'm gonna help you get over that shit, because what you're doing is too gosh dang important to be hiding from behind people who are not interested in helping you be your best self. They love you, they love you dearly, but they're on their journey. They're not interested in getting you to your highest level. All right, whereas I am. So I am believing in you, I am invested in you, and we're gonna do this shit. And much love to you guys. Thanks for all the love, all of you. I love you. Mwah! I hear vacuuming, which means I'm probably supposed to be doing chores with my family. So I'm gonna go do that. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. So #hair on fire. Let's go get it.